Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Ordinal marketplaces and the entire Ordinal ecosystem. What is up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We have Naqib from Ordzaar. He's in the building. He's coming at you live. This is going to be absolutely amazing. We look forward to this all day. It should be a really, really good show. So without further ado, I'm bringing my partner, as always, Mr. Agobi. What's up, buddy?
What is up, man? What is up?
What's going on?
A lot is going on. A lot in the space. Energy's nuts. BRC20s are flying left and right, and so exciting, man. Exciting.
Definitely is. So, am I freezing or am I good? I feel like I'm freezing.
No, you're good. You're good.
All right, cool. So today we have Naqib on. This is our second live. We had one Friday night. It was so successful that we decided to do it again, and we're gonna have Naqib on for a video. And we're like, let's just do it live. Like Naqib will be amazing live. So I feel it's gonna be a great show.
Yeah, for sure. Really easygoing, great conversation with Naqib. We had him on, like you said, and the guy just is really in the thick of everything. He's doing a lot of work in Asia, particularly. He's onboarding governments of countries, right?
Yeah,
so most people are just trying to figure out how to onboard regular people. He's like skipping regular people, going straight to the governments. And so, but that's huge, right? Because it like people that are in those type of higher positions, they talk to other people in higher positions, and then that's how it grows on that level. It's a different level, right? So I'm excited to hear what he's been, going through. Obviously, we know a little bit, but and then also he has Ordzaar. He's like the face of Ordzaar. So that he's onboarding artists and creators and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Ordzaar is definitely one of my favorites, and now they had some news this week where they're going to be teaming up with Magic Eden. I'm sorry, with Xverse. And so that was huge. And now you can use Ordzaar on your Xverse wallet. I thought that was absolutely amazing, because that was one problem that I had is I'm mobile a lot of the times, right? So I'm at work or I'm driving, and I want to mint, especially when I'm driving. For some reason, I got this weird.
Don't mint and drive, bro. Don't mint and drive. It's against the law. You'll get like a fat ticket. Cop will be like, "Were you minting ordinals while you're driving?"
Ordzaar, sir. Blame Naqib. That's what I would say. But without further ado, let's bring him in. The man, the myth, the legend, Naqib from Ordza.
Hey! What's up? Big connect.
What's up, man?
What's up? Good. It's good, man. Been crazy busy. Been traveling for the past few months, and finally get to settle down and really just continue working, building. I mean, this space is growing so fast. Every day there's something new going on. Just yesterday, we saw Casey dancing and going viral, and this is kind of
was that our Vitalik moment? Whenever Vitalik was doing that, the whole dancing thing a long time ago. Now Casey has his moment.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Casey to rap though, because Vitalik still have the upper hand. He raps, so waiting for Casey to rap, and they're pretty cool. But I think everything has been going really well, especially with all the pump with Audi being in Binance and everything brings just more and more limelight, right? Hey, I'm not against BRC or anything, At this point, like I said, I think I tweeted one point that whatever brings limelight to Ordinals is a positive sentiment, right? People are saying that Audi doesn't reflect Ordinals and stuff like that. Audi does not reflect Ordinals protocol. That's a fact, right? In terms of Ordinals protocol, did not create Audi and stuff like that. But at least now you are getting a lot of limelight. Like all my friends in ETH just suddenly text me, "Hey, bro, I saw this Audi got this in Binance. How can I get in? Where can I buy Audi and stuff like that?" Like OTC and what's house doing, They back then, these motherfuckers, they have been failing me so much. They have been saying that, why are you wasting your time in an ecosystem that is bullshit? Why are you wasting so much of your time in a ecosystem, in a space where you can't build without a smart contract and stuff like that? But I hustled through, pulled through, and here we are. Everybody's talking about Ordinals at this point.
Yeah.
Very, very true.
So to answer that question, why? Why do you build over here and not somewhere else?
Again, because like I said, right, I think in previously a lot of people asked me this question as well. Is something I feel is unique, right? Because I've been in the space since 2016 on building on Ethereum chain mainly, right? And I've never really get to be able to talk to governments. Like I met a lot of government back then during Ethereum, and for me, I'm more on the mass adoption concept, right? We have amazing people in the space like Trevor, Leonidas, Bitcoin, and so on and so forth that try to pull the crowd of the Web3 into Ordinals, while I'm playing the long game where I want to try to get on board governments to get the mass adoption instantly. Like, like that, let's go. Once the government kind of like say, okay, Ordinals is good, it will push it down and millions of people will adopt it. So with Ordinals, it's so much easier to pitch to government on this technology that preservation is the key, right? Having on chain is the key. Having things that cannot be destroyed or changed is the key, especially with all the artifacts that they have, all the cultural heritage that they have. This is something that I got wow. Like back then in February when I read the whole paper and even tried doing audience itself, it was so mind blowing. That's when I really decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna do this like for real. I'm gonna try to bring this technology to the world, and I wanna let people know art museums, government bodies like tourism board, cultures, and there's so much things you can do to promote a country using ordinals. And thankfully, right now we have governments in talks, doing this. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, like recently, it kind of just this phrase popped into my mind: layer one Bitcoin assets priced in Bitcoin. Right? To me, it's like, okay, layer one Bitcoin assets priced in Bitcoin. Like that's all I need to know, in my mind, right? If you're thinking about from like a value perspective, I know what you were talking about is definitely further than that. It's more deep than that. But for the ETH people, the degens that are like, why are you over there? That's all you gotta say. Layer one Bitcoin assets priced in Bitcoin,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's a real simple concept with that. But man, yeah, you've been doing so much work, man. You've been doing like God's work. I feel like you're traveling around and so how do you decide where you're going to go next? Like, do you have like a calendar of events? Like, for example, like an event in Japan, an event in South Korea, an event in Singapore, like, and then you already plan out like 2 months ahead, or what does that look like?
So for myself, when I travel, it has to be of a value, right? At this point, my value is to try to educate as many people in the Southeast Asia or the Asia region, right? Because in the West, we have amazing people doing that themselves, right? Already building and growing on the West. But on the Asia, Ordinals is still relatively new back then in February, March, whatever. So that's what I want to do. I want to try to empower this technology towards the Asian market to let them understand how Ordinals is different than what they know about NFTs. Like most of them knows NFT. Asia is one of the biggest NFT market in the world, right?
Yeah.
Asia itself, like just look at China, right? Or even Vietnam, right? Vietnam, they are the number one highest crypto adoption for the past 3 years back then, and
Mm.
they are number one, man. Not even the US is number one, right? Vietnam is
Yeah.
number one. And if you look at of those crypto adoptions, at least 30% are NFT holders, and that means there's millions and millions of people. So these are the kind of concept that I want to. The idea is to travel to this country, let them do meetups, do Ordinals meetup, get to meet the people, get to meet the community, and push and let them to try out what is Ordinals, right? Because they know what's NFT. It's not that different in terms of the concept, but the whole ideology is so different. So that's the plan. For example, in Japan as well, the plan is to meet up with the Japanese art community members and to tell them about what's Ordinals. Same for when I go to Bali. Same for when I'm going to Taipei. Same for when I did in Singapore. Same for I did in Malaysia. So the agenda has always never been more about monetization. It's all about empowering artists to tell them that there's a new avenue for you to do your artwork and you can store it immutably in the Bitcoin chain. That has always been my focus.
Nice.
I love it.
It's a solid focus there.
Now, when you're doing this, do you feel like you're a salesman, or do you feel like you're just trying to like really like okay? So the
Educate.
question is, yeah, are you do you feel like a teacher sometimes, or do you feel like a salesman for this?
To be honest, I feel more like a lecturer, like a teacher.
Okay.
The reason is because Ordinals sells by itself, right? It's because when I was doing DeFi, but when I'm trying to push DeFi from 2016 all the way to 2023, if I felt like a salesman. People ask questions like, why DeFi? Why not just use digital assets? Like what some companies are doing, digital tokens and stuff like what's the purpose of crypto? Why is DeFi? DeFi is so hard. It's so hard to onboard and stuff like that. So the more I educate them, the more I try to sway them, right? But for Ordinals, I just focus on the utility part, why it's good. I just focus on the immutability, the preservation as concept, and it sells by itself, right? Then I talk about, I can even relate the history and stuff like that. So it becomes like a education more than sales. That's why I feel whenever I go to this country, I educate them, right? And when they ask questions, they don't ask about, is this going to make me money? That's a beautiful thing. When you start to educate, then selling. When you educate people, we tend to want to know how this benefits them in terms of their art. How can this and legacy and stuff like that. They won't really ask about who should I follow to make money from this. What assets can pump, what audience can pump, and stuff like that. No, there's the beauty of something different that I feel is so much more amazing. Like they treat this as a technology that they want to learn, rather than a technology of how they can leverage to make money, like what DeFi was back then. So,
yeah, those conversations are completely different than the conversations of like alpha groups, right? It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's cool though. I want to take a quick pause for the audience just to let the audience know we are doing giveaways today. Shizzy and I are giving away a couple, like 4 different items. Make sure that you comment your Twitter username exactly how your Twitter username is, because that's what we're going to use. And just to give you a little quick preview, I'm giving away it's by Wheezy Grizzly. It's the Persistence of Power. I think the lowest listed is the floor is $70 on this one. And then also we're giving away Mr. J. Shout out Mr. J. Skelly Uni with the McDonald's hat. What's up with that? I love that, man. But yeah, and then I think Shizzy's giving away some peanuts or something. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm giving away. I'll give away a bitmap, all right, which could be worth $1,000 one day. And I got an art piece that I got to pull up, and I'll show it to you when we're doing it. So
yeah, for sure. So just make sure that you comment your Twitter username, and then you'll be good to go for the raffle at the end. All right, so let's get back to it. So this is something that we were talking about before we jumped on the recording, was the bridge between the East and the West, right? So like I told you, I've been in other DeFi environments. Like I was in Kronos, I was obviously in Ethereum, but I didn't really feel like the Asian communities in the United States really had community synergy together, right? It was either like very separate. But one thing that I feel like there's an effort is that, hey, even though we might speak different languages, let's try to get together. And I'm seeing more and more of that. So what's your perspective on that? Do you feel like there's a difference between Ethereum and how Ordinals approaches it? And what do you see for the future with that type of community coming together?
I think it's a bit okay. This it's hard to kind of evaluate when I was early days in the Ethereum space. Back then when blockchain was actually being pushed or being front run by Ethereum, because everybody knows Bitcoin back then, but actually Ethereum hands down made a big impact in the whole space in the early days, right? In 2016, Ethereum started to make wave, and during the ICOs craze in 2017, Ethereum was the one, dApps was the one that really put blockchain in on the map, right? Like people know what's blockchain back then because of Ethereum. In the early days, I felt that there was a connect between the East and the West because I was traveling and there was some connections. People talking about Ethereum smart contracts, especially if you go to DEF CON. I've been to all the DEF CONs that the Ethereum main official main event, right? So I was in Cancun, I think 2017. I met multiple people from between us for me from the East and met people from the West. We speak the same language, but the problem is as things move on, things starts to really differ, right? The West just focus on the West ecosystem and the East just focus on the East ecosystem. That is something I figured is not healthy, and this actually can be seen in 2019, where suddenly things just break apart, right? The West just focus on the West, but for Ordinals, one thing is about Ordinals is so much easier, or I should say better, is because blockchain has already been certified as one of the true big tech, right? And then people just talk about ordinals in a way that they knew from NFTs back then, all thanks to NFT booms, right? And what I've seen in conversation between the East and the West is that there's so much in sync now in the ordinal space. But one thing we need to note that ordinal space is still really, really small.
Yeah.
Back then when Ethereum was still really small, everyone was in sync. My greatest hope is that when ordinals really grow bigger and bigger, gets bigger, this instinct still continues. That's actually is my aim goal. Because back then, one of the differences that we don't have in between ordinals or in EVMs or in other L1s is that once it grew kind of in a bigger scale, there's no community to bridge that gap, right? So I learned from that and I try to bridge that gap. I will strive constantly to bridge that gap from the East to the West.
Yeah.
Right. So that's something that I've seen for the past now, and what Ordinals is different. Yet the scary part is, like I said, it's still small. So when it's small, all of us are strong. But when it goes bigger, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah.
we still can stay strong. Yeah.
Well, hopefully, the relationships that are being built right now, which seem very strong, continue, because you have people like I mentioned, Mr. J. I know he translates for, some of the group, the Chinese community coming over into a joint space. Jeffrey from Recursiveverse does the same thing.
Yeah.
You do your part in terms of just the Ordinal Summit. That's something that you host, and that's an amazing thing. And that was one of the things that made me think, okay, look, this could happen, because when I saw Ordinal Summit, it seemed like East and West just met there. Everybody was having fun. Yep. I heard you guys were going to the club and then, like, bottle service, all that stuff, but that's cool. That's cool. And I think as long as people are conscious about it, then it can continue. But it has to be a conscious effort, right?
Correct. So that's why I think, again, having conscious effort is one, right? We need a community to build. So the best way is to have a diverse community, right? A community of East and West together in one big community where we can get people all in one and just work together, right? That's something that was missing out in other L1 space, to be honest. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
What's next?
Right. Yeah, let's so this is the last thing that we're going to go into about, like, what you're involved with, because we've been talking about a lot, but like Ordzaar, obviously amazing job that you've done there. I see Shizzy's trying to, like, make connect business together. He's like, hey, can you connect Horde's wallet? I saw that. but I think it comes from a genuine place, right? Because Shizzy's really just we interviewed them, and they seem like genuine people. We know you're good people, you're good fam, and so we're like, okay, let's connect these two. If it works, it works, or whatever. But, like, besides that, what's been going on with Ordzaar? What are some future plans you could talk about?
I think for Ordza itself, it's been growing rapidly, right? We just started out in September. Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
September?
Ordza, yeah, right.
Oh my God, I felt like that was definitely like July.
It felt like it was a long time ago.
It was. So Ordza actually had a version 1 back then. So Ordza, we had just a test, to make everything, and we changed a lot. just building and building, and then September. So actually, I think it's either August or September, where we actually launched our beta version, right? And it's been growing like crazy still. We just incorporate Xverse, mobile. We just had royalties, and been crazy. People are coming in to do listing, to launch royalties. You want to try it out, and for the future plan, there's so much. We try to kind of make things. Our ethos has always been permissionless. Has always been, um, very close to what Satoshi wants to do, which is, of course, we will never charge any fees, right?
Yeah.
Because it's, to me personally, it's a sin to be a middleman to charge fees in the Bitcoin space.
That's truth right there. That's
Yeah,
truth.
the fees that you're supposed to charge are optional fees. For example, featured ads, advertisements, stuff like these are optional fees, right? But the mandatory fees should not be charged, like buying, selling, trading, launching, collection, because I don't feel right, right? So that has always been the ethos, and for us, the future plans is one of it is to do parent child. That's definitely something that we are looking at. The more changes in the UI. We plan to have created a profile creators page, a creator manager page for art, for launchpad of collection, for collection that want to launch in Ordza. They can manage everything. We plan to have pre-inscribed launchpad, meaning because right now Ordza launchpad is for artists that don't have the funds to launch their collection. So they launch a collection in Ordza with their image, and then people mint and they inscribe. People inscribe for the image themselves, right? So now we're launching a pre-inscribed launchpad. The problem is with pre-inscribed, we want to try to keep it very still permissionless manner, right? Like Magic Eden, Gamma. I think Magic Eden, if you want to do a listing with them, you have to fill up a list, a form, and wait for them to approve, which is fine still, right? And I know why they did that, because for us, when we try to make it permissionless, there's a lot of issues. So we're still trying to figure it out. But that's one of the roadmap that we plan to have. There's going to be a lot of different changes as well. We plan to have blind means in the future as well. Oh man, there's so much things that we need to build to catch up. Yeah.
What's a blind
What's a
mint?
blind? Yeah, same question.
So blind mint is basically, when you launch a collection, right? You want to create this a gacha system, like a gacha system where when people press mint, they don't know what they're getting as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
from any
Correct.
collection?
From any collection, yeah.
That's
We
pretty
plan to have
cool.
that. So a collection can choose to on this blind mint or not. So that's one feature that we want to launch, which is pretty cool. Because right now in Ordza, if you launch with Ordza, everything can be seen. People just pick and choose. Apparently, been received very well. People like it as well. They want to pick and choose, right? But some people want that kind of trifecta of randomization mint. They call it blind mint. So they just press mint and then they just pray whatever they get is red,
Yeah.
or something. I don't know. But all these are, because in NFT space in Ethereum itself, VRF has always been on-chain VRF has always been something. Random mint has always been like a gacha system that people will love to play, right? That's why people spend a lot of money minting something. So that's what we want to try to do as well. But of course, it's optional. So it's all depending whether the creator wants to do it or not. So more to come. Yeah,
awesome.
we plan to do a revamp of our colors, everything. So yeah, that's gonna be, because right now Ordza is still in beta testing. We plan next year to launch a full front, we plan next year to be ready, right? And a bit of an alpha here. First time people gonna know this. In January or Feb, Ordza is gonna launch is a very, very, very massive trading competition.
Interesting.
The first ever marketplace to do trading competition, trade ordinals, list ordinals, sell ordinals, buy ordinals, whatever. As long as you do as many activities in Ordza, we're gonna give big ass prizes. You're gonna give first place, even maybe 0.5 Bitcoin or Bitcoin frogs or whales. It's gonna be a leader on everything, right? don't worry, the price will be very, very beneficial for people that participate. And on top of that, I'm not trying to say anything. There's gonna be a snapshot.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
Uh-oh.
That's all I want to say.
Alert,
That's all I
alert,
wanna say.
snapshot. So that there's gonna be a point system or something?
Yeah.
There's gonna be a point
Gotcha.
system for the trading competition, but at the same time, as long as anyone buy, sell, trade at least a single thing, all I can say is they're gonna everyone that trades or interact with Ordza during that period of 1 to 2 months or even 3 months will be rewarded with something cool. That's all I want to say.
Let's go.
Nice,
Alpha
nice,
dropped.
nice,
Alpha
nice.
dropped. Alpha alert.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
Oh,
Well, go ahead.
so I have a question. So recently there was a different competitor of yours dropped a really cool thing like called, it was like a pack. It was like a pack of ordinals. Do you guys have like the technology for something like that? Because I feel like opening packs, and I mean Yagobi's a huge fan of this as well because his family's into collectibles and stuff. But like do you guys have any technology that could be able to do like pack drops and stuff like that?
I think it's not actually that hard. I did ask my team if we can do it, that we can. But at this point, Ordza is a small team, right? We need to prioritize on features that benefits users at this point. Having pack drops is cool and stuff like that, but it's more of a gimmick, I should say. Right? It's more like a aesthetic. It's nice to have, but we are working on features that need to have in the space
to make it better user friendly.
Correct. I mean, Ordza has grown so much, right? Back then we were very slow. There was issues minting, launching, and now everything is just freaking fast. Our price pool is really fast, and of course for us, all these features that you heard I'm saying to push is all by the community, right? For me, that's my number one. The number one thing that I still follow truly is build features that the community wants. I want to be a project that don't build things to fully monetize. Is to build things what the community wants. So that has always been my direction building Ordza. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I feel like Ordzaar is getting, credit that it deserves. You hear some of these larger accounts giving shout outs to Ordzaar. BitGod did the other day. And Based launched the version 1 based art on there, and we're
sell out instantly.
And we're part of the shout out to Base community, Bean, all those guys, Block, everybody. We're part of that community too. So I mean, it's definitely you're getting the attention more now. So that's great. I think it's well deserved, because you guys definitely put the work in there. So I'm excited to see.
Yeah, for me, the next thing is after once we kind of focus on finishing the launchpad properly, the next one will be working closely on the secondary marketplace, because people do want to trade in Ordza because there's zero fees. Again, guys, you guys listening, Ordza is fucking zero fees, right? You can whatever you sell.
You should put that on the website. Fucking zero fees.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, the comments that I receive, the critics that I receive is our secondary marketplace is ugly as fuck. So it's fine, right? We know because Ordza, when we launch, we already tell people our focus is actually launchpad first, not secondary marketplace. So now we plan to do secondary marketplace after to be in line with the trading competition is going to happen next year, right? Because, dude, again, I don't know why people want to trade in a platform where they charge fees, where you can just trade in a platform where you don't have any fees, right? Yeah. So that's something that I want to really push on quickly and on this year. Yeah.
I mean, I'll be trading on Ordzaar. The thing is that like with fees, you're paying 2 fees. You're paying the platform fees and then your transaction fees from the mempool. So. Man, awesome. We appreciate the updates on Ordzaar. We're excited to see, all these updates and everything. Excited.
Thanks, man. I think this is an amazing place. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I have one more question about Ordzaar before we go to the next thing. What excites you the most about the future of Ordzaar? Like what like gets you like excited when you're going forward?
For me, Ordzaar is I mean, every day is exciting for me. Every day gets me excited because I built Ordza for one main
Yeah.
purpose is
Oh, I think you're muted. Can you hear Shizzy?
I hear him. I mean, no. I don't hear him. I hear you. I think you lost your audio. We're live.
No, he's good. We need to go to the screen. Technical difficulties. No,
That was weird. I just never happened before.
no, it's all good.
But while we
You probably-
wait for the key to
Yeah.
get back, you back, Naqib?
No, I think he's trying to work it out. Nope, we can't hear you. Yeah, but he was talking about, one thing he was talking about
Yeah.
just now was that like every day gets him excited. So that's
Yeah.
the kind of like passion in the space that like I feel like will lead to success, right? Because
Yep.
what does that do? When you're excited every day, you let's see if we got him back. Oh, you there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what happened. Suddenly my AirPod just went that disconnected.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, so for Ordza itself, what kind of excites me is like every day there's always some building a legacy. That's what I want to do, is to build a legacy where I told you back then, right? Ordza main goal is to be fully decentralized in the future. To reach that goal, we have to build slowly and keep releasing slowly to make it closer and closer to decentralization. And end of the day, Ordza is meant to be given out to the community to run it by themselves.
Gotcha.
That is my goal. So the future, why Ordza excites me is because I'm building this for my kids in the future, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully there's still developers willing to pick up Ordza and use Ordza as a place and maintain themselves. It's gonna be a long-term thing, right? That's what Uniswap aims to be. So that's why I'm sharing Uniswap. So they start with version 1, version 2, version, and as the more version they upgrade, the more decentralized it become. So that's my aim as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah,
Great name.
and one thing that you said earlier that really stuck with me was that you don't want to be this like middleman, taking these fees from the consumer or the artist, because it goes against Bitcoin ethos. And I 100% agreed with that, because like when you think about it, like these decentralized applications, that was the whole point in the beginning. But what happened? It turned into like this regular style business model of I'm earning the fees from these artists and all these other NFTs and artists and stuff like that. So really, it was kind of like they talked the talk, but they didn't walk the walk, basically. But so I really commend you for doing that, actually, because I don't think that's an easy thing, because money can sway people, and it seems like you have your focus in the right spot. So that's
definitely
good.
Man.
Thank you. I mean, like I said, right, in the future I hope people can support me in terms of pay for things that are optional, like ads or whatever. These are small things that can support me and my team, because my team is really small. And we are not as big as Magic Eden or whatever, or Gamma maybe, but obviously I'm raising funds. Hopefully I'm trying to raise funds as well. All this has been really self-funded, but I'm trying to raise funds as well. So
Gotcha.
Man. What you're doing is absolutely amazing, man. I mean, truly believe that. But really quick before we get on our next thing, I'm gonna run through some comments real quick, if you don't mind. We got Rocket was our first comment. He's our first ever member of our YouTube channel. We just launched this member program, and Rocket Dog is our first ever member, man. I'm so glad it was him. I love Rocket. Danny Boy, let's fucking go. Then we got Danny Boy again. Ordinals aren't dead. Then we have Danny Boy again. I joined too. Danny Boy,
signed up
our
right
second ever back to back. And then Danny Boy writes, should break 1K soon. Thank you, Danny Boy. And you guys know what's up. The Or Cash, if it's still a good buy, or is there a reason for the drop? What do you think, Naqib? Or Cash? If you buying or selling?
Man.
Yeah, because this is the fun part. This is the fun part, Naqib. Hey, look, your experience through the whole ETH DeFi, so people want to know your opinion. Like
we
you
all
could be
love
honest.
Sonic.
Yeah, we all love
Sonic.
So,
So
Sonic is an amazing guy. He's a bit weird sometimes, but he's an amazing guy.
yeah.
Okay, for all cash, to be honest, there's no comment. Just for me is I will not sell now because I want to monitor what Sonic is plans for all cash.
Yeah.
Right. So not a financial advice. At this point, all cash to me is still too cheap to sell. Because when the bull market hits, right, all cash is definitely gonna pick up. And if Sonic plays his cards really fucking well, right, and he knows the Chinese market really well too, right? You know, who knows? Might be listed in some exchanges as well. I don't know, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, for me at this point, just hold, you know, just hold. Yeah, that's my take. Yeah.
If you had a couple of extra bit of bitcoins in your wallet, you buying, or you're just gonna hold?
I'm gonna hold. I'm not buying anymore. I think I've bought quite a few. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Shizzy? You put Naqib on the spot. Now it's your turn.
So I truly love Sonic.
Hey, quit saying that, man. Like I feel like you're saying that because you want. I feel like you're saying that because you want to say how you really feel.
It's hard, man. It's just so when you really have feelings for a good person, right? It's really hard to trash their project, and I don't want to trash their project because I really like the wallet the GhostSat wallet. It's amazing. I really like everything he's doing over there. It's all looks amazing, but him on Twitter is different than the project, and the stuff that he's posting isn't about cash. You know, like
I know. Yeah.
But we love you.
We love you, Sonic. We love you, bud. But it's one of those things where nothing he's tweeting is getting me bullish. That's all I want to say.
Right now. That's fair.
That's something that I agree. You know, I'm gonna text him after that. Hey, motherfucker, wake up! What the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, stop dancing and shit. Like, I know 24 Casey and stuff, but let's build something, man. Come on.
No, like what tripped me out was like he was in a full blown like monk outfit and he's freestyling. He's rapping, bro.
Yeah.
Was it the Pineapple Boys or something? So
we love Sonic.
Yeah. No. So my take on it is ORC Cash definitely, like, at least he got the hard part out of the way in the beginning. Like he got the protocol built out. He has the GhostSat wallet. So infrastructure's there. Now it's like, okay, can he build the community big enough and strong enough for it, right? Like because I do know there was a pretty strong Chinese community that was backing it. And maybe he was just waiting for things to kind of get a little bit more bullish. So this next couple of weeks will be very interesting, in my opinion, for ORC Cash to see how he kind of handles that.
I think I'm fine here.
For me, right? For me, if you're waiting for something to be bullish and then building, that's the wrong mentality, bro.
True.
You should always continue and build and build and build. Yes, once in a while, you know, dress up as a monk, shave your head bald, and then take some weed and then dance and rap some shit. It's fine. It's at your own personal space, you know, and it's a good laugh, right? But at the same time, you know, try to tweet something or show something that you're building and growing on cash, right?
Yeah.
But for me, I'm holding. Don't worry, Sonny, I'm holding, bro. I'm holding. Because I know if once Sonic really gets his head in the game, he will make things happen. That's what 100%. He did in the early run.
100%.
Yeah, all of us have seen him building on cash when he put his head in game. So that's why I'm waiting for him to do it. Yeah.
Like our first interview with him, we were blown away with just the experience that he's had and just regular traditional business, and then also carried over for this. So yeah, I agree with you. I think once he gets focused, he can do anything pretty much.
And to me, I'd buy a couple here. I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably DCA into this because that's just my personal thing. Don't follow me. I lose money. But it's one of those things where to me it's like buying one or two here at these cheap prices.
They are cheap though. That's the thing. They're cheap.
I mean, they are cheap.
So, and I own a couple, so it kind of brings my cost balance down, right? So, so instead of being what I did pay for them, it cuts it in half by doubling my amount. But, honestly, like I do think that it could be something, but right now BRC20s are just killing it, so it's hard to.
Well, they're taking the spotlight for sure. But,
for now.
Yeah. So I hope that
But,
answers your question. Who was that?
Danny boy.
Danny boy. I hope that answers your question. 3 different perspectives.
Yep.
All right.
And then we got. Real quick,
Oh.
I just want to get through these comments real quickly, just so everyone knows that we're live and not bullshitting. But we got Sergio. He called me Izzy. Izzy and Yagobi.
Everybody calls me Yagobo. So Yagobo.
Izzy and Yagobi, get me at Ordi AF. Okay. And we got AOD Art. Thanks for all the help. You guys are the best. Danny boy again, yay. And we got Vince Sap, and then we have Ripple. What's up, y'all? Torxie. When bitmap $500 floor? Anyone answer that? I say Tuesday.
Dude, come on. Dude, come on. So bitmap definitely has like one of the largest upsides in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just because of the total supply. Plus, there's a community of bitmap holders, and then there's a community of bitmap builders, and I think that's important. You know, the actual specific community of bitmap builders, right? So $500 definitely isn't out of the question, but I think we got to be in a pretty like Bitcoin needs to probably get to like 50,000 for that to happen, in my opinion, or something 50,000-60,000.
I agree.
What do you think, Naqib?
For me, bitmap definitely have a lot of potential, right? Because if you look at number of holders and numbers of fully mint, it's a lot. There's a lot of holders, right? When you have a lot of holders, it shows positive in the whole ecosystem, right? So for me, bitmap to reach $500, I want to be realistic here. I think Bitcoin has to be like 100 grand.
100 grand for that.
For bitmap,
so that's full on bull run, like full fledged bull run for it to get there.
Yeah, correct.
So
that's just my take, right?
Yeah.
Because right now itself, there's so much competition going on. There's freaking sats, .rats, .cats, animals.
Rats, cats,
we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into all of that.
Rats, cats, and bats.
For me,
I'm like, oh shit.
Every time I talk to Jeffrey from Recursiverse, I get so goddamn bullish on bitmap. I think I buy 5 every time I stop talking to him. Like it's like last Sunday when we had that meeting with him, me and Yagobi. I bought like 5 bitmaps after that because I was like, I just had an itch. So it was just one of those things. But
do you know Jeffrey personally, Naqib?
Yeah, I met him in Singapore. We had meetings, interviews, and we chill. I brought him over to Ordinal Summit as well. He was one of the best person as well. You know, he supported the Ordinal Summit by sponsoring, being part of the sponsor as well. You know, and he opened up the lounge for people to work and talk and stuff like that. So Jeffrey is a really, really amazing guy. I mean, he is smart. He's amazing. I mean, if every one of you guys don't know who's Jeffrey from RCSV, you know, you should give him a shout out or follow, give him a follow and like he's building a lot of things in the space as well.
Yeah,
and he's really under he don't really get his recognition as much as he should. That's all.
100%, 1,000% actually. And the thing about him is you could tell he's passionate about like metaverse and the fact that like bitmap theory. It clicked in his brain, and so he's just like, I'm in. We're gonna, this is something I've been waiting for. He mentioned the Shizzy and I, so yeah, definitely someone to be bullish on. For sure.
I'll jump back to these really quickly. We got Ripple Man. We got Vince, Sat Billionaire, Bonk, BRC20, our boy, one of our first interviews as well. This guy knows. Let's see, we got Angelito, Bitmap. The biggest metaverse in Web3 by holders.
It is. It beat Sandbox today.
It really is. We got Michael Brown. Hi, y'all. What's up, Michael? We got Kai Effect. Kai Effect is in the building, my man. Who else we got here? We got Sat Billionaire, Steamy J, What else we got in here?
Y'all need to appreciate
Loco.
this. Shizzy's going through every single comment line
Every
by
comment,
line.
every comment.
Because
Hey, these guys
our goal
appreciate us,
is
man.
no, I agree with you. But our goal is to get big at some point to where we're probably gonna have like a lot of comments through. And Shizzy, I'm gonna make
I'll
you
do a
read
whole
every
episode
single
on
one
it,
of
bro.
them.
I'll do a whole episode on it. Just kind of reading comments. All right, now let's get into that thing you had.
Okay, yeah. So I want to start off with Naqib on this one. So obviously, big news. BRC20. You kind of made a statement about earlier about some people aren't crazy about BRC20s. We kind of know who that is. It's a lot of like the OG Ordinals people's, the core development team and stuff like that. But you also said, hey, look, at the end of the day, what brings attention to the Ordinal ecosystem, you think that like that's a good thing. How do you feel about Binance listing Ordi, and what do you think this is going to kick off something for BRC20 in general, or do we pull back?
Look, this to me, right? To be honest, this is a positive thing because I strongly believe that having Audi listed in Binance, which is one I think still the biggest fucking exchange in the world for cryptocurrency for blockchain itself, it's a big thing, right? When they have, I think what millions and millions and millions of users, right? The moment they launch, they create an announcement. All this goes into all these people, and for me, I'm not sure if Audi is going to take off in the future, but at this point of time, people are trying to go to find out what the fuck is Audi token? What the hell is this? And then it kind of piqued their interest, saying that, oh, this is a BRC20. What the hell is BRC20? And then they research BRC20. And then when they research BRC20, they found out that this is a part of the Ord protocol. And then they research more about Ord protocol. And then they research about Ordinals. And then boom. Like for example, right? Live example yesterday itself, the moment Binance listed Audi, all my past friends from the Ethereum space that faded me texted me, hey bro, I want some Audi. Do you know where I can buy OTC? And stuff like that. They faded BRC20 so much, they faded Ordinal so much, and now I'm laughing at them. Like, you punk ass motherfucker. Look what happened, right? Yeah, so
you're like, hey, stop texting me. I'm about to block you.
yeah, but for me, I will still help them. I just explain to them what is Audi token, where to get them and stuff like that. If you want, you can go to Unisat as well. I think the price is cheaper in Unisat, and then you can arbitrage in Binance and stuff like that. And then the funny thing is, of the people, of all of them, 50% asked me this question. Dude, other than Audi, what else is there that Ordinals can offer? So I did a call with them. I did the massive Discord call together with all my friends, and I explained to them this is what Ordinals is all about. Thankfully, like I told them, there's like Bitcoin frogs. There's so much thing going on. I told them about technology. I told them about recursive. I told them about BitVM. I told them so much things, and they're like, "What the fuck? Bitcoin is having all this?" Then I say, yeah. I told them that you guys faded me, so you guys say Bitcoin is trash. Other than being a stored value asset, it's trash. And now they're actually interested. So yes, I can be the evil guy and tell them fuck off, but I'm not the guy. I just want Ordinals to grow, and these people are now wanting to know more about Ordinals, and they are amazing engineers as well. They are really amazing tech people as well. They are very well known. I cannot say some of the names. They are in big foundations and stuff like that. But they are now wanting to learn more about Ordinals. So that's the beauty, right? No matter how people fade, some of people fade saying that, oh, Audi tokens does not represent Ordinals. In a certain extent, it does not represent Ordinals protocol. But at this point, it does represent the Ordinal space because it brings people in.
Yeah,
that's all.
I agree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Plus, it was born out of the Ordinals protocol too, though, right? Like Domo created it based off of an inscription that obviously it's they consider BRC20 a meta protocol on top of the Ordinal protocol, but still, And the communities are together, right? So like I hold frogs, I hold sats, you know, like a lot of that. I would say probably like 80 to 90% of the ordinal community holds both, you know. So maybe I don't know, maybe I'm off on that, but I would imagine it'd be close to that number.
I feel that's true, right? Like, look, to be honest, some of these motherfuckers are hypocrites, right?
Yeah, because
like,
they're flipping it.
Yeah, they're flipping. No, dude, like back then, a lot of them didn't really fade BRC20, didn't call it shitcoin, didn't call it casino and stuff like that, and they owns the people that fade BRC20 are the people that still owns OXBT and Audi tokens. I know, right? They fade it because they want to try to look cool. But I know they own it because back then they did a slip up. They shared the address, and you search the address, you can see all this shit, right? But I don't want to say names. They are the big players in game. All I can say is, right, we are all in this together.
Yeah.
Be it BRC or be it Ordinals, whatever, right? You should not like fake anything at this point. Like my tweet said, every single positive action that happens in all space is a big win for us.
100%.
Right?
100%.
That's my take.
Gotcha.
I'm neutral on everything. Yeah.
Gotcha. Shizzy, what about you? Binance listing. Did you wake up crying because you were so happy?
Yeah, I was so happy this morning. But so I have a counter take on this. I don't like that Binance listed it. Like I understand it's mass adoption and stuff like that, and it's needed and stuff like that. But I like trading over here. Like I will never go to Binance to buy a BRC20. Obviously, there's people that do, but that to me, it's not needed. It's not wanted, and I feel like it's to me. I feel like we have such a tight community. I don't want it to be saturated with these fake, centralized exchangers. You know what I mean? And it's probably a weak take. But I just love what we have over here. It's natural. It's pure. It's different than anything that's really ever existed. There's no teams that are just over here dumping on people. It's all organically minted, organically free. Frogs were free. Goosenos were free. Like it's just so perfect. And I'm so afraid of getting these toxic people from these exchanges understanding what's going on and coming over here. So that's so I have two feelings. Obviously, pump my bags, right? But the other side, it's like I love being like this,
the innocence of it, and
yeah.
I feel like we're getting to the point where like we're growing, we're kind of like going through puberty. We're not innocent anymore. You know what I mean? We're starting to look different now. Once we go on the Binance.
So that tried to have, like, there was groups of people that tried to like come into the space in the summer once things were pumping, and then they realized really quickly that it's not the same where there's like a ton of living liquidity on the chain and all that stuff, and they bounced out, right? But you have to also understand that, like, when a DeFi environment has success, once it starts small, it's a natural evolution, which sucks that this happens, right? Because what happens? There's people that were fading ordinals in the summer, even whenever it was kind of pumping, right? And now, because Binance listed it, what Binance did by listing Ordi is they made a declaration to the whole world of crypto and saying BRC20s are legit now. I mean, in my opinion, that's what that was that statement. And so then you saw the big influencers that were never talking about BRC20s or ordinals saying, hey, how can I get in? Or like what, asking the smaller accounts over here, I want to know more about it. And so it's a good thing for mass adoption of ordinals. But yeah, you're never gonna, unless you want ordinals to stay small forever, then
I kind of do. I kind of feel like, hey, Cardano boy, we don't like your kind around here, boy. But you take that Cardano shit out of here. But
I don't think I've met one Cardano person come over. It's mostly Sol
I seen a one person today. On thing. So and I was just like, in my head, I said, hey, Cardano boy, get your ass out of here. We don't like your kind around here. But,
I think, dude. for me, right, it's like, again, I do not want to be an ordinal laser eyes or Maxi in the future, right? For me, it has always been Web3 adoption, and I've always trying my best to bring other L1s to ordinals for it to grow. So my view is different. My view is mass adoption. My view
I
is
agree.
doing
Come on,
technology.
come on, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, especially me working right now, working with governments, different governments, right?
Yeah.
Having this limelight, having this news, having this mass adoption, further enhance them to really want to build something on this. It made my life easier, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just living in the moment. I guess I just really enjoy like going into spaces and just knowing everyone inside there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm already like missing the old days of before we pumped,
Dude,
right?
trust me.
But
Trust me, I fully agree. I understand 100% what you feel. Truth be told, my heart wants it to be small and just fun. But in reality, logically, that's something that we can never sustain in future,
I agree.
right? Everybody we just shit on Ordinal and say Ordinal is so small, Ordinal is so small, Ordinal is so small, right? If Ordinal is such a useful technology, why hasn't it been adopted? And that's what I'm seeing now. That's what we've been going through back then, right? Everybody fading out, all the freaking L1s trading out, even fucking like shit AVEX player ones are trading out, and they themselves are so shit, right?
Yeah.
No offense to AVEX, but yeah. So all I'm saying is, this is a good thing. That's all I can say. Yeah.
I know it's a good thing, but I just feel like I'm gonna miss the good old days, right? The
Man,
September of
Shizzy,
2003, 2023.
Shizzy needs to quit being in his feels too much lately. I feel like, man, hey, look, we haven't even gotten to that point yet, and he's already sad.
Yeah.
Imagine
I'm crying for you, bro. I'm crying for you, bro. Yeah.
But
I do know, yeah.
And also today, and this has kind of pissed me off too. Binance, they listed Ordi as Ordinals with the ticker
Oh
Ordi.
yeah, that's fine.
Does he not know what's going on over
there? CB Spears, Casey.
I myself voiced out.
Yeah,
I myself voiced out on this, right? This is wrong, right? Ordi is not Ordinals protocol. That's a fucking fact. A lot of my friends asked me, everyone was like, dude, Ordi is revolutionary. The white paper is amazing. I'm like, wait, what? White paper documentation? What the fuck are you talking about? Then they send me the link about Ordinals protocol and shit like that. I'm like, no. So I have to re-educate them that this is not part of Ordinals protocol. This is just Ordi was meant to be a meme by Domo to start it out back then to try out BRC20, right? He himself in the documentation said BRC20 is a meme, right?
That's the white paper right there.
Yeah. So then they asked me, why would people want to do Ordi then? What's so good about Ordi? Then I asked my friend, and then I asked them, why the fuck do you own Shiba and Doge back then?
Yeah, that's true.
It's the same shit, right? That's the beauty of it. This is literally the consensus by the committee to say fuck capitalism, right? You can make a meme token have value,
Yeah.
So yeah, but the thing is, I'm really upset that Binance, even CoinGecko, I'm going to text Bobby, the founder of CoinGecko, after this to tell him that what they have is wrong. Because Bobby's in Malaysia, so I have his number, so I'm going to text him and say that change a lot of things, right? This is not the right way to educate. As much as I would love Binance to live Ordi, but I want them to understand that it does not represent all of
Yeah. Okay. So the next topic is, I'm not going to pull it up because it rolls into this. We talked a little bit about it already, but quick answer, Naqib first. Do you see crypto Twitter mass adopting ordinals and BRC20s in the next 3 to 6 months? Or do you feel like they did what they did in the summer, excited, and then they back out?
I think we'll see even crazier tweets. Like I think more will come. That's my take, right?
Gotcha.
I'm very bullish. My feel is that Bitcoin will, for the first time in history of cryptocurrency, in terms of the bull market, since 2016, I should say, it will be the front running of crypto.
I agree.
Not Ethereum.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then Shizzy, what about you? Quick answer.
I think this is only the beginning. I feel like the next couple weeks. I mean, you gotta remember too is like I don't know if you because I scan like the other bigger YouTube channels, like the crypto banters of the world, and or like my name is George, whatever that guy. They haven't even started talking about us yet.
Yeah.
Once they start talking about us, it's gonna get insane, and I feel like we're about a week, about 10 days away from insanity, and then we're gonna have a dip that is going to be with everyone else. I feel like the end of November, people start taking money out to buy Christmas presents and things like that, and I feel like you're probably going to see that happen, and it's probably going to take a toll on us as well. I feel like we're going to dip into December and then rise in January, but in Twitter and in prices. But
Gotcha. Yeah, so like for the first time, I noticed that some of these large accounts that had like 100,000+ that were like Crypto Rover, which that guy's takes are horrible, but like he's popular, right? He's popular, and he posted like I have 2 Bitcoin punks, and I saw a couple different posts like that I didn't see before from these type of accounts. And then articles. Fidelity came out with the articles about Ordinals. Another one did too. Now, it could just be short term. We'll see what happens. One thing for sure is infrastructure definitely has improved from the summer, but I still do think that like the way that we trade BRC20s on Unisat right now, like NFTs, that's a hurdle because for example, there's tokens that might not have like a ton of holders, but a decent amount, and people are trying to get too much for each listing, right? And what that does is create walls. But if you have the swap, then you can buy it as much as you want. And I'm really hoping Unisat swap, ends up, because what it looks like Unisat's trying to do is they're trying to really build sats up to a point to where it can be the anchor token for their swap. Right. So you can trade any of these tokens out and you feel comfortable and confident. Okay, my goal is to get as much sats as possible and then exit it out and then trade it to Bitcoin or whatever you want. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I am on that.
So
go ahead.
Next topic is one of mine.
Your favorites.
One of my favorites. So
of course.
What is the better meme coin? So hold on, real quickly.
Has he even been in the memes right now?
Hold on. So we have Honk, which is the Goosenal token. Honk. It's fun. It's exciting. It's crazy, right? But then we have Rats, who I feel is the opposite of Sats. Sats is now a corporate token to me because Sats is the unofficial Unisat token, right?
Hold on, we gotta let them know. This is, by the way, the Degen segment. Okay, go ahead.
so Sats to me is now the token of Unisat, the unofficial token of Unisat. Yagobi just said it, right? They're basically making it their token, right? You just said it. So Rats to me is that corporate Q. You know what I mean? Rats is like, screw your sats, we got the rats, baby. Rats is like it's like there's so many good memes about it. You can't sleep on rats, you'll get bit. It's like I don't know, man. I really like it. And it's the rat or the mouse is the first zodiac sign. First is first, right? And so,
bro, you're horrible with the zodiac signs, bro. There's no mouse. There's no mouse.
It's the rat, the mouse.
It's the rat. No, there's no mouse.
Well, we talked to Jeffrey and he said mouse. We said it's a rat and Jeffrey said it's a mouse. But I understand what you're saying.
Wait. Let's ask Naqib. Chinese the animals, right? The zodiac animals. There's no mouse in there, bro. It's a rat.
The first one is a rat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rat. Yeah. Okay, but for the first one, I don't know about the first one, bro.
It's the first one.
Is it the first one?
And it means wealth and prosperity.
This is coming from the guy that said that there was a lion zodiac from Chinese, which there isn't. It's tiger.
But yeah, that's a rat. That's a rat. Yeah.
It's the first one, right? And it means wealth and prosperity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that
I guess
part
so.
right.
I don't know how red means wealth and prosperity, but yeah. I mean,
okay. So I do have to apologize to Shizzy. So it is the rat or mouse.
See,
is the first.
Better apologize.
Yeah.
I want it again. I want it again. I want another one.
Yeah.
Or mouse. Yeah. So have you been getting into the Naqib? Have you been getting into this meme season, or have you been just busy and you're kind of avoiding it? Or
Dude, no matter what, that's always the degen in me. I always give shit, bro. I bought, I bought shit up in Uniset. Like whatever comes, I just buy a couple of them. No, I don't buy a lot. I'm not a massive holder for sets or stuff like that. But I do buy some just just for fun, right? Like how I buy ordinals just for fun. Like people, like I spend a lot of money in like dumb ordinals as well because it's some of them are nice, some of them are fun. It's like when you buy something, you really vibe with it, just buy it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, for meme tokens, I do ape in as well, but I ape in with the mindset of this money just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gone. Like who the fuck we thought Reds would go crazy, dude? This fucking Reds made my
did.
transactions. I have 35 transactions stuck in the fucking.
Oh, you mint it? You minted rats?
No, dude, it was 4 days ago. 4 days ago or 5 days ago now, right? The sets per V byte was between 7 to 12 to 11. So I was sending transactions. I put it at 12. I put like 10 transactions at 12. Then suddenly it went to 14, 15, 16. Instantly, I'm like, fuck. Then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna send more transactions because I really need the Bitcoin to mint like burst and stuff, right? The drop. So I put more Bitcoin. I put it at 20, 21, 22, and it went up to 30 plus. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Then I found out the copy was rats. Fucking rats on the culprit. Dude,
The rats in the mempool.
The fucking squeaky piece of
Oh
shit.
my god! So you caught the beginning. You caught the beginning of rats. So your stuff is gonna be stuck in there until it goes back down.
I have 35 fucking transactions stuck, and everything is around 4 Bitcoin worth.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy,
dude.
Oh,
I
man.
have to fucking pay someone to sell me Bitcoin OTC because I don't want to buy from fucking stuff, and they transfer me directly from the wallet. I'm like, fuck. I'm like,
Dang.
oh shit, yeah.
That sucks. Well,
I'm sorry that
Yeah,
the
it's
rats
not-
did that to you, buddy. So I'm guessing you're picking
No,
Honk.
but I do reds. I do have reds. I do have honk. Yeah, but I'm more of a honker.
You gotta pick one.
Oh yeah, he's more of a honker,
I'm
baby.
more for the honker, man. Honk honk.
What is there any reason why?
It's fun. It's so much fun to say honk honk and squeak squeak.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's a member of the base community as well, so he's a goosenal. How many goosenal you own, Naqib? How many goosenals you own?
Actually, not a lot. You know
Really?
what? I back then I sweep like 30 plus. I gave it a lot out to people.
Oh,
yeah.
I give it a lot. So when I was in Bali, right? When I was in Bali, I did a workshop for 3 days. 500 over people turned out a workshop. I educated them about audience and stuff like that. And then I did a small competition and stuff. So I gave away like 20 plus Kelly Uni and 20 plus Goose and stuff.
gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha.
For me, yeah, I it's more of okay. Subconsciously, I'm like, fuck, man. My Goose made a lot of money.
Yeah.
But on the logical term, it's more of growing the ecosystem to show them that you're owning Goose, and then there's a price up as well, there's some value to it, right?
Yeah.
That's how for me, that people want that these artists in Bali. The idea is to tell them that this kind of art can make money. Your art will make even more money, right? So that's what I'm trying to share to them. Yeah, but yeah.
Gotcha. Cool, man. So he's a honker. I'm a honker, and Shizzy is definitely
he's
a
rat
dirty,
shit.
stinky rat.
That's pointing the fingers at the sats. No, I'm just fine. But
but one thing I respect about rats though, rats they survive, bro. They survive.
17 million market cap, dude. I'm up like 7x on it already. It's crazy.
Yeah, fucking rats, bro.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yeah, everyone keeps saying it's going to zero. I'm just sitting here waiting.
Well, yeah. So I got out of rats, and I probably got out
Good.
of rats too early. But I made a profit,
Oh
and
yeah, take your money.
so
Hey,
I
that's
had
key, bro. Dude, that's key. As long as you make profit, don't feel bad. I
yeah
learned this the hard way back then, right? I learned this hard way. I lost everything. I had to rebuild everything again, right? So yeah.
for sure. Okay, we got one last one, but before that, I actually kind of want to squeeze in one because I'm very curious of what your answer will be. If you had to pick, if you had to, you could. I'm gonna give you two. If you could pick two narratives in ordinals that will do the best once the bull run is here, rare stats, sub 100K, BRC 20s, whatever. What are your top two that you think will perform the best? Bitmaps in there too.
Wait. Be it ordinals or BRCs, inscriptions, anything.
Basically anything that's in that meta protocol family, right?
Fuck. I think Audi, dude, this is fucked up. Okay, Audi will definitely be for BRC side. Audi will reign supreme at all
Okay.
times. They are the crypto punks. They are the crypto punks of
For the
Ordinals
BRC.
at this point for BRC. In terms of Ordinal side, this is so hard. Because I love a lot of shit going on there, but. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be Bitcoin Frog's gonna be
That dude, that's
the
what I
one.
was thinking.
Way fucking big, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's crazy you say that because like whenever me and Shizzy first got in the ordinal space, I like targeted frogs and I said, hey, look, this is different than punks. It's different than this is like the Bitcoin's like staple 10K collection. And then as time went on a little bit, I started kind of thinking OMB would be that one just because it's like the premium, the price, and all that stuff. But it's shown once liquidity came back in, the frogs kicked everybody's ass the last week and a half.
Okay, you want to know some? You want to know why? Frogs, I feel will reign supreme in the future.
Why?
Because OMB is amazing. OMB is amazing community, but they're missing something that the frogs have. China.
Oh, China, baby. That is true, though.
China,
I didn't
That is
think
very
about
true.
that because
dollar bills, y'all.
yeah, they cater. OMB caters definitely more to the West. Oh, in Europe.
Exactly, right. And I'm in multiple whales group in China, and a lot of them are trading, buying frogs, OTC, and stuff like that. I see a lot of activities on this, right? And if you talk about purely community movement value, OMB is strong.
Yeah.
Right. But if you talk about being a strong community doesn't pump. Yeah. If you talk about degen, price, volume, everything, Bitcoin Frog is gonna win. Shout out to Frog Toshi, bro. He's my man, right? That's my take because of like the West has always been very strong on community building and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the project that are successful are the one that managed to capture the hearts of Asia. Asia has the most billionaires and millionaires in the world compared to the West, by the way. So yeah.
Awesome. So he's got frogs and he's got Ordi. Shizzy?
Rats. No, I'm fine.
Be real, Shizzy. Be real, bro.
I gotta say bitmaps just because of I feel like once these metaverse companies realize that all you have to do is come over here and adopt bitmaps, that you immediately have a community of 26,000 people or 25,000 people, and that is an already built community. All you have to do is pick up the bitmap flag and say boom, we're in. And so you're potentially going to have Yuga Labs. They're all going to eventually see all this stuff. You're going to have Sandbox. It's only a matter of time before they're somehow adopting bitmaps into their ecosystems, because you're picking up 26,000 potential.
Oh, I think he froze.
Has the best future.
Dude.
Good?
Yeah.
Am I good?
You're right, bro.
You're good now.
I think bitmaps has the best future.
So
I think.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I just think bitmaps have the best future out of the three, and obviously I'd rather it be BRC 20s and stuff like that because pump my bags. But I think in the end, and I think the end of the bull run, just like the end of the last bull run, we saw metaverse tokens. I think that's when Bitmap really goes to the number that we think it's going to go to. So
there was a lot of metaverse people that bought into metaverse that got burnt really, really bad though last time. And so I don't know if they're gonna like be able to get over that PTSD, but it is the future. People are building for it.
Yep.
The only way I see Sandbox and like Decentraland and these other metaverses like conform to like come over to Bitmaps is if the metaverse has like this, like, you know how Xbox, PlayStation have this one network you can play Madden against each other. If that develops into this overall ecosystem, then I could see that happening. Otherwise,
you're forgetting one thing though. You're forgetting that they're all on AWS right now. And once they realize that, you know, AWS and pumping Jeff Bezos' bags isn't the way, they're going to come over and they're going to start inscribing. I'm serious. We don't want to pump Jeff Bezos anymore. We want to pump the Bitcoin miners.
Yeah,
and
but
once they see that,
I agree.
That's when they're coming.
Yeah, but Shizzy, you got to think about like a full-blown metaverse. They have to use off-chain servers for some of that because it's so intricate. It is so intricate, right? So they can store all the high value assets from the games and stuff on Bitcoin, but then like for a lot of like the memory space and all that stuff, they're gonna have to probably.
They can use their own server just like you would use like a website. But like I'm just saying, but you're going to be token gated by an ordinal, right?
Yeah.
So and your token gated will be your land, will be whatever to get into your land, or so these ordinals and these lands even over there now, they're just keys to get in. So once they realize that, you know, we're not pumping Jeff Bezos' bags anymore, we're going to start pumping the miners. So that's the difference, and they're all going to see that. Everyone's going to see that. And that's why I'm the bullish on this entire ecosystem to begin with. And I feel like Bitmaps is just going to be towards the end of the bull market, but it's going to absolutely explode.
Yeah.
So
that's a good one. I think that's a solid one. For me, I think that BRC20 is, we can see it every time. Like BRC20 has like its moment. It's a big moment. And it brings liquidity in because people use the profits and end up buying like NFTs and ordinals, right? So to me, I don't know, like Ordi and Sats are going to be competing. Like it's hard to tell out of those two for me. I'm with Naqib on Bitcoin Frogs and then like, so Bitcoin Frogs and either Sats or Ordi, but Bitmaps can just trump all those if they tokenize them as well. That's
there you go too. You're gonna add them in the LP pools, dude.
That's the DJ in me. But I'm hearing plans about that. We're hearing plans about that. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, I agree. But I think end of the day, right? If you talk about ordinals, my main focus has always been, let's say, art preservation. I want to see more kind of different art in the space. So like I want ordinals to be the first fucking platform to evolve from PFPs, to evolve from different things and have real heritage value, cultural arts and everything, right? You don't really see this in NFT much, right? That's what I'm trying to build as well. Like a place, the ordinals to be the go-to place where art museums and whatever can start storing data of 1,000-year-old art or artifacts and stuff like that. You know, that's something I'm really pushing hard as well. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Great answer.
Shizzy, you want to? We have the last one, but you want to hit some questions or comments first, or?
Yeah, I'll hit some comments. Where did I leave off at?
Someone said that one of us sounds like his grandpa. I was like, hope it's not me.
Let me see where else.
Ripple Man.
I
sound
too young to be someone's grandpa, bro.
It's probably me. I get all in my feels and shit. So we got Sap Millionaire, dope. Sap Billionaire, blind mint. Let's go. Bonk is coming to Ordzaar. Is there something there we should know about? Yeah, Keith, is Bonk coming to Ordzaar?
I have no comments on this at all. It comes. You know, definitely watch out. Yeah, that's all I can say. You know, yeah.
Nice.
Loco says Shizzy wants to dump. I don't have to use the bathroom right now, but
dump your tokens.
I know. But Bonk says, Naqib, when are you building a metaverse? Ooh. Now I'm really itching to see what you guys got going on.
No, I don't think I don't know yet, but I mean it's possible or not. I don't know. Like I said, my team is really lean. I'm focusing on features first. I do have plan on metaverse actually. I did a whole architecture paper on that on my own self
Wow.
time, but using bitmaps and stuff like that. But yeah, let's see in the future. I don't know.
Let's see what we got here. Danny Boy says it's a cocktail, not chicken. LOL. All right. Ripple Man says I need cheese for my rats. My man, Ripple Man. Let's go. Michael Brown says milk. I actually minute milk. That's my DJ enemy.
What happened to eggs?
Dude, you want to know something? Dude,
eggs.
I'm a big bag holder for good token. Back then, remember there was a good token?
Oh yeah,
I own that.
Good ticket. I own it as well. I wish he palms do good.
Do good. That's funny.
We got Jose Marte. Profits are better than wages, my man. What else we got here? I think that's it. And then we have feels good, man.
Gotcha.
My man. But yeah, I think that's everything here. So
awesome. Guys, remember to drop your Twitter handle if you want to be in the raffle, because that's what we are going to put in the name. So drop your Twitter handle and for a chance to win. Okay, so this is the last topic. So we this has kind of been not so bad in terms of like I remember there was like a period in like late summer to where there was like this like friction between like there was these personalities and ordinals that were kind of creating like issues in spaces and all that stuff. That's been calmed down, but there seems to be like one or two still left out there to where they kind of shoot down like the Goosenals. For some reason, the Goosenals and some of the base guys have been getting so much crap by like one or two people, and it just seems like they're like unhinged. The people that come after them. What are your thoughts? We'll start with Shizzy first. What do you think about that?
First off, businessman.eth.
We were gonna say no names. We're gonna say no.
I don't give a shit. I hate that guy. I hope he sees this, and I hope someone clips this and sends it to him. Just go to ETH. Just go away. Just get them out of here. He tweeted out one of the big investigators. I forget his name. Zach XBT.
Yeah.
And Zach XBT was like, dude, I'm not doing ordinals. Like I do OP, which is like optimism. And I do Ethereum, so he can F it. He can get the hell out of here. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. We don't like you anyway. We don't like your kind around here anyway. But yeah. But to the fudders, man, just keep going because every single good chain needs some haters, and we appreciate you.
Naqib.
For myself, fuck the Father's Day, of course. Like,
it's because he went right after Shizzy. He got that energy.
I bring
the thing is, right? This fathers, right? This father. Okay, sadly, in the space, there are two different fathers. One, the main fathers are the people that just going in, lapping to gain the views, to farm engagement.
Oh yeah, shit posters, right?
The shit posters. They don't even know shit, but all just like to talk shit, right? So these people, fuck them. The one that I'm actually really, really sad about is fathers from our own ecosystem.
Yeah, 100%.
That's something that I'm really, really sad. Like, fuck, dude. Like, audience is so small, and the sad thing is, okay, I'm not going to drop names and stuff. There's different cliques in the space. We have the small guys communities, and then we have the big community, right?
Yeah.
And one thing I feel really sad about and feel really fucked up is that people in our own space are fighting different shits, right? And the thing is, they have such a big communities that when they fight things, it affects the livelihood for other communities or other projects, stuff like that. You get what I mean? That's something that I'm really sad about. Like, that's one thing I wish we can work hard to change and just work together in building and growing the honor space. Yeah. Right. I hope all the listeners here, you guys have your own fucking brain and logic to understand that who are the people growing ordinals and who are people just trying to look cool and be an influencer and stuff like that. There's a difference between being a good influencer, they call it now, and there's a difference between being a very bad influencer, right? The good influencer might be the people with small followers and stuff. They are realists. They talk real. They talk about building growth and everything. While there are the big influencers, there are bad ones that have a lot of followers, but they just fit different projects. They are being childish. They block people when people call them out and stuff like that. You know, just remember to follow the right people, because the right people are the one that's going to grow the space, not these fake people. So I wish all of us can work together. That's all.
Yeah, that was very
I agree.
eloquently
That's very good.
put. Yeah. I agree with Naqib 100%. I think it's so much worse whenever it comes within the ecosystem. And we just need to. And one thing I realized, so I definitely realized it's cut down. It's definitely better than it was. But the ones that do lash out within the ecosystem, my advice is don't take everything so seriously. Don't be so sensitive about everything, because look, this is supposed to be fun, and like we come every day because why? We're a part of something amazing. It's innovative. If you disagree with somebody, that's fine. We're never going to always agree on the same thing, but don't take it to heart. You got more important things in your house, your family and stuff you got to deal with, you know? And so that's just my thing. And I do think we're getting better with that though. So that's a definite.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. Oh, this has been amazing. This has been amazing.
Good. You want to give
Yeah,
it? Don't
so
do the
It's
giveaways?
always been fun, bro.
Let's skip the giveaway this time. Just kidding. Got him. No.
I was like, I did all this work for nothing.
Okay. Well.
Is there? Can you throw us through the comments quick? Make sure I have everybody.
Okay. Let's see. Do you have Jose Marte?
Yeah, he's on there.
Okay. Do you have Big GWB?
Yep, he's on there.
Okay. Ordinals.
Yep. Pretty sure Ordy knows. Do I not have Ordy knows? Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah, Ordinals. And then Redman.
How did he get that tag though? Like, how did not Redman get the Redman tag?
Well, the rapper? The rapper? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, do I have
Redman? He could probably sell that to Redman.
Yeah,
okay, so then let's see who else. Del Ren 9.
Yeah, I have him, right?
Okay.
I think so. Hold on. Yeah, right there.
Sats Billionaire.
Yep, got him.
Who else do we have here? Got him already. Guy Tokes a lot.
Yeah, I got him.
Okay.
I think that's everything, right?
I think so. I just want at Steamy_J.
Yeah, right here.
Okay. At Kyojin.
Yep. That's our boy Kai. Yep.
At Bonk BRC 20.
I got my man Bonk.
Okay. At
Bonk.
Bonk.
At La Mochila Azul.
Yeah, I got them.
Okay. You got Sats Billionaire already.
Yep.
Ordy Sharks at Ordy Sharks X.
Do I have him? I don't think I do.
Okay. It's at Ordinals. Sorry, at Ordinals Sharks X.
All right.
And then at Danny 216612.
I don't have Danny 21.
Yeah, you gotta get Danny in there. He signed up for our membership today.
Sorry, Danny. Should have been had you on there, buddy.
At Rocket Dog, Rocket 33 Dog.
Of course, I got my main Rocket. Yep.
Okay. At you have already knows. I think that might be it. Let me see if there's any new ones that snuck in. I think that's. Oh wait, someone snuck it in at Wow Vercetti. So WOWVERCETTI.
What is it? Wow CHETTI.
It's Wow. Yeah. Yep. CETTI.
Okay.
And that's it. That's it. All right. The cutoff is now. Steamy, we got you. It's 2 underscores for Steamy.
Yeah, it's fine. Well,
Yeah,
we'll know who it is, and we'll go back and find it.
Exactly. Okay, so what's the first one?
First one, I'll give away my bitmap first.
Okay.
Giving away a bitmap. So let's see who wins it.
Good luck, everybody.
Wow.
Whoa. You did it again, Shizzy.
I know. I'm sorry.
Shizzy did this last time. He announced it before it came out. Sorry, wow. Cool up. 7739. Congrats. You won a bitmap.
Put that in the chat so I remember later.
Okay.
All right, the next one. What are you giving away?
I'm giving away the this one is the art piece, Weasley Grizzly. This one, the floor price is $70.33. He's an artist on Gamma. This is the art piece for Weasley Grizzly. Good luck.
Here we go. Big WB.
Big WB.
Congratulations, bro.
Congrats.
And you said, what is it called? The art piece?
It is the Persistence of Power.
Persistence. All right, so we know for later. All right, what's the next one? I'm giving away a Sir Gadfly art piece.
Oh yeah, this is pretty sick.
Oh, is this mine or yours? You want to give away yours first here, or?
Well, I just did that one. No. The one that I'm doing next is the Skelly Uni. So you can go first.
Skelly Uni. All right, I'll do the Sir Gadfly. One of my favorites, glitch art. Let's see who it is.
Dude, that's 2 weeks in a row they won. Shout out to Ordinal Sharks.
He just won. He won the top prize last week.
Damn.
All right. So this is the next one. This is the last one. It's the Uni Skelly with the McDonald's hat. I love this one.
Shout out to Mr. J, right? It's his project?
Yep. Mr. J. Good luck. This is the last one.
Jose Marte.
Woohoo!
Congrats, everybody. We are going to DM you guys with the Twitter handles that you put on here. So and then we'll get the addresses and then send those out to you guys. Yep. So congratulations.
Well, Naqib, man, we appreciate this. We got to do this again. Absolutely,
it was so
amazing,
fun,
dude. So much fun, bro.
Yeah, it's just chilling and hanging out. It's pretty cool, bro. It's really fun. Yeah.
I say we could do it again in a few weeks. What do you say?
Maybe.
Yeah, we can get more people as well.
Yeah,
I'm cool. Yeah,
for sure.
All right, man.
Awesome. It was great. We appreciate all you guys, our audience, our followers, our community, the Ordinals community, Ordzaar, our boy Naqib. We appreciate you guys with the support. We're almost to 1,000 subs. And
just about there, man.
Yep.
So Naqib, I want to give you the floor, man. If you want to say anything to our community, the stage is yours, buddy.
I mean, for myself, I want to just give a very quick ending statement saying that, Ordinals is here to stay. Ordinals is definitely the future of a lot of different technologies that can be used with Ordinal stack that NFTs cannot use and stuff like that. And of course, the last thing is, if you want to buy something, trade something, sell something, use Ordza, right? It's a no-brainer to have zero fees. You only pay the transaction fees. We have royalties. Check out Ordza. If you want to launch a collection, go to Ordza. It's permissionless. You can just use. As long as you don't fucking sell child pornography, rape, or stuff like that, everything is fine, right? So remember, this space is new. All of you guys in Ordinals are new, and all of us are the core members of the whole Ordinals protocol. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go, man.
Let's go.
That was great, buddy.
Show. Great show. All right, fellas, and everybody else, we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
See you guys.
Peace.
Peace out.